Good evening, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, evening headlines on November 9, 2023. I survived. My family did not. Nepal's quake victims mourn and wait for aid. The Guardian, Jarjarkot Rukum Earthquake Response 2023 Situation Bulletin 02, the 7th of November 2023, Nepal. Relief Web, God did not leave anyone for me to cry with, inside Nepal's quake-hit village, where almost every house has lost someone. The Indian Express, Nepal quake, UN response continues, as aftershocks leave families traumatized. UN News, aid trickles in as survivors salvage belongings from rubble in Nepal villages struck by earthquake. Suspects held over alleged Hezbollah plot in Brazil. BBC, Mossad foils Hezbollah plot to attack Jews in Brazil, Israel claims. The Telegraph, Israel's Mossad says helped Brazilian police foil alleged Hezbollah attack. Al Jazeera English, Israel says spy agency Mossad helped foil terror plot in Brazil. Financial Times, Brazil nabs suspected Hezbollah operative said planning attacks on Jewish targets. A lonely sheep, a long old queue, and lots of clowns, take the Thursday quiz. He taught thousands of children in Gaza to swim. Now he only hears of his students' deaths. The Guardian, Gaza children displaced by Israel's war cling to toys in Al-Shifa hospital. Reuters denies any suggestion it had prior knowledge of October 7 Hamas attack on Israel. Reuters, Israel demands clarification from global media over photographers during Hamas assault. The Times of Israel, Israel seeks action on photojournalists who covered Hamas attack, accomplices. Hindustan Times, did Gaza photojournalists have prior knowledge of Hamas attack on Israel? India Today, Reuters denies it had prior knowledge of October 7 Hamas attack on Israel. Trans people can be baptized in church and be godparents, says Vatican. The Guardian, transgender people can be baptized and be godparents, Vatican says. BBC, Pope Francis approves baptism for transgenders in major step forward for Catholics. Express, another mixed message from Rome on sexual morality. Catholic culture, trans people can be baptized into the Catholic Church, says Pope Francis. Spain's Sanchez secures power deal with Catalan separatists prompting anger. Geothermal spa closes in Iceland as guests flee after series of earthquakes. The Guardian, Iceland's Blue Lagoon shuttered for week over volcanic threat. Bloomberg, Iceland's iconic Blue Lagoon closes as guests leave due to fears of potential volcanic eruption. Omegle, popular video chat website shut after abuse claims. BBC, Omegle shut down, controversial anonymous chat site closes after 14 years. The Independent, I don't want to have a heart attack, Omegle founder on why he shut it down. Hindustan Times, Omegle shuts down, 5 points on online chat website. NDTV, video chat service Omegle shuts down following years of user abuse claims. Right-wing politician shot in Madrid after Spain's Pedro Sanchez strikes controversial deal with Catalan separatists, Europe Live. The Guardian, former politician who co-founded far-right Vox party shot in the face in Madrid. Sky News, Spanish right-wing politician shot in face by motorbike gunman. The Telegraph, hard-right politician Alejo Vidal Quadras shot in Madrid. The Times, Spanish right-wing politician shot in face in Madrid, Spain. Who is Hamas leader Yahya Sinwar, the butcher of Khan Yunis Israel claims to have trapped in a bunker? Sky News, Hamas Gaza chief trapped in bunker. Israel on a mission to eliminate Yahya Sinwar, watch. Hindustan Times, Gallant, one of the military's Gaza objectives is to prevent rocket fire on Israeli towns. The Times of Israel, Israel-Palestine war, Israel armed forces vow to find and eliminate Yahya Sinwar. Who is Sinwar? WION, potential elimination of Yahya Sinwar, a turning point in Israel-Hamas battle, India Today. New island born in Japan after undersea volcano erupted near Iwo Jima may not last long, expert warns. Sky News, Japan gets a new island after undersea volcano erupts. The Guardian, watch the birth of a new island, underwater volcanic eruption gives rise to a new 330 feet landmass in the Pacific. Daily Mail, world's newest island emerges after undersea volcano erupts near Japan, ITV News. ITV News, world's newest island rising from undersea volcanic eruption in Japan. Colorado funeral home owners arrested after 190 corpses found. BBC, husband and wife owning funeral home with 189 decaying bodies arrested. Metro.co.uk, funeral home owners arrested after discovery of at least 189 bodies. The Times, owners of Colorado funeral home where 190 decomposed bodies were found are arrested for abuse of a corpse. The Daily Mail, corpses had been left to rot for 4 years in Colorado funeral home, police. U.S. has struck Iran-linked site in Syria, Pentagon says, as fears of regional conflict grow. The Guardian, U.S. carries out strikes against facility used by Iran in Syria. EURACTIV, U.S. launches airstrike in Syria in response to attacks by Iranian-backed militias. Hampstead-Highgate Express, U.S. jets strike weapons storage facility in Syria used by Iran. The Independent, U.S. hits alleged Iran-linked weapons storage facility in Syria. Netanyahu rejected ceasefire-for-hostages deal in Gaza, sources say. Israel-Gaza war, dead bodies and tanks on road south as people flee. BBC, another Palestinian exodus as thousands in Gaza flee Israeli bombardment. Al Jazeera English, thousands of civilians flee northern Gaza, November 8, 2023. Reuters, Gazans flee the north as Israel issues another warning to evacuate. NBC News, Israeli troops fight Hamas in North Gaza, and more, 5 stories you need to know. Russia-Ukraine war live. Overextended Russian military struggling to maintain border defenses, says UK. The Guardian, Ukraine should start EU membership talks, says Commission. The Times and the Sunday Times, Moldova and Ukraine's accelerated path to EU marks Russia's waning influence. The Guardian, The Brief, what next after the enlargement package? EURACTIV, will Ukraine join the EU? What its candidacy means and what's next? Israel-Hamas war live. Israel to begin daily 4-hour pauses in fighting in northern Gaza, says White House. The Guardian, Israel-Hamas war latest. IDF agrees to daily pause in fighting. The Telegraph, PM's office rebuffs White House statement that Israel agreed to daily 4-hour humanitarian pause. The Times of Israel, Israel to begin 4-hour pauses in Gaza, US says. Al Jazeera English, Israel agrees to 4-hour daily pauses in Gaza fighting for civilians to flee, ITV News. Man found guilty of murdering Irish teacher Ashling Murphy. Sky News, Joseph Puska found guilty of the murder of Ashling Murphy, News Talk. News Talk, Ashling Murphy, Joseph Puska guilty of murdering teacher jogging by canal. BBC, jury begins consideration of verdict in Ashling Murphy murder trial. Or fully live, Ashling Murphy's evil Slovakian killer is found guilty of murdering the Irish teacher, and told he will fact. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.